Dear game studios, for the love of God, please stop announcing games long before they're ready. In this video, we'll be talking about some of the worst offenders, but we'll also talk about one example where a game studio got it just right.
When does Grand Theft Auto 6 come out? Which seems to be a very carefully held secret. Why is it so carefully held as a secret?
Last week we got the news that we all secretly knew was coming, but for me, I was holding on to hope. I thought Rockstar would come through for us.
First time.
They've had over a decade, right? So surely they wouldn't even announce Grand Theft Auto 6 if they weren't confident that they could make it in 2025.
What's the procedure?
GTA 6 delayed until May 2026. No grand press event, just a little social media post, a cough into the void. It's delayed.
And balance the excitement with unmet anticipation.
Right.
Then a few days later we get a story trailer, which to be honest felt a bit like Damage Control with some cool music.
What you doing up there? I was just fixing some leaks.
That first trailer released in December 2023, it didn't feel like marketing, that felt like a moment. The second trailer they've just released, yeah sure the game still looks great, but the hype remains the same. And here's the thing, I'm not mad about the delay. Rockstar have made some of the most amazing games and some of my personal favourite games that I've ever played.
Thank you. Arthur!
So if the game's not ready, please take your time. I'd rather wait than get a broken mess. But when you announce something a year and a half ago that people have been waiting for over a decade, then go completely radio silent, only to announce a delay, and then follow that delay with another trailer, you're not fanning the flames of hype, you're just trying to stop it going cold. But honestly, I think the real mistake was dropping that original trailer in December 2023. Imagine if they just held out for one more year and dropped that trailer in December 2024 and then dropping trailer number 2 as they just did last week along with the release date. And suddenly you've got a proper lead-in to the release of the game. Momentum, excitement, no long gaps to fill with silence or speculation. In my opinion, that would have landed perfectly.
You made a huge tiny mistake.
Now don't get me wrong, the hype is still there, this is Grand Theft Auto 6, but dragging it out this long you run the risk of boring and frustrating the fans. Especially when Rockstar have a history of multiple delays in the production process. This could be delay number 1.
Don't you dare.
So maybe just don't announce the game so early, that's all I'm saying. Let's talk about the absolute champion of premature hype, The Elder Scrolls 6. June 2018, 7 years ago now, Bethesda dropped their trailer for this game. 30 seconds of mountainscapes, a logo, dramatic music, and that's it. Ooh, can't wait to play this game. No gameplay, no dev talk, just kinda vibes. And we've not heard a single thing since that trailer 7 years ago. And if I had to bet on it, we're not seeing that game until at least, and I'm being generous, 2028. So you're talking a whole decade between announcement trailer and release of the game.
It's been 84 years.
And in that time from Bethesda, you've had Starfield announced, delayed, released, modded and forgotten about. But to their credit, Bethesda did throw fans a little something recently. A surprise remake of Oblivion, something that had been rumoured for a while, so they dropped an announcement presentation and then immediately after that, released the game. Good move on Bethesda's part. No marketing campaign, no countdown, just here's that game that you enjoyed back in the day when you had much more free time and less back pain.
May you rest in peace.
And honestly, that kind of release is so much better than a trailer and then 8 years of silence. It almost wasn't a reveal, a placeholder for a game that didn't even exist yet, and who knows where it is in its development. A pre-production trailer, if you will. Here is the announcement trailer for the game that we are now about to start to think about making. You're welcome.
Good to hear. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And finally, offender number 3, Mass Effect. BioWare announced the next entry in the franchise all the way back in 2020 now. The teaser was vague but exciting, enough to get old fans hooked again. Then in 2023 we finally got a second teaser, and to call this a teaser is a massive compliment. It's a character slowly walking down a hallway and turning dramatically to face the camera. Whoa, amazing. No dialogue, no action, no context. Just a corridor and a turn.
Lose the twirl.
Twirl sucks.
I hated the twirl.
Obviously, I'm not going to do the twirl.
Hype. Oh, new Mass Effect game announced 5 years ago. When's it coming out? Don't know. Who we playing as? Don't know. And let's be honest, is anyone talking about that game? Is anyone really excited for it? No. And when you consider the original trilogy are some of the best sci-fi games you'll ever play, that's quite sad. But when studios drop vague teaser trailers years before a release date is even possible for these games, it doesn't build hype, it builds confusion. It stretches the hype so far that it starts to lose its shape. And Grand Theft Auto 6 is the exception. That game could release on a calculator and people would still queue up to buy it.
Shut up and take my money.
But even at that, announcing it 18 months ago only to go silent and then delay it hurts it a little. Elder Scrolls and Mass Effect, those games didn't just go quiet, they nipped out for milk and still haven't come back yet.
I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details, okay?
Yeah.
Why announce them only to leave them silent for years and kill the hype that you tried to build? Following the massive success of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, anticipation was high, and you know what they did? Announced to E3 in June, here's the game, here's what it looks like, and you'll be playing it in 6 months.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
And guess what? The hype was massive because it was real, it was happening, and it was happening soon. So to every studio who's planning their next big reveal, please wait until it is real. Hold the trailer, save the logo, build the hype when you're ready to deliver on it. Because fans aren't tired of your games, but I believe what we're starting to get tired of are hallway teasers, landscape trailers and logos, followed by years of radio silence. I know they say less is more, but this is getting a little out of hand. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Are studios announcing games too early? And do you think the recent delay of Grand Theft Auto 6 has actually negatively affected the hype? If you have enjoyed today's video, please check out some of the other content on my channel and subscribe because it means a lot to small creators like me. And who knows, you might get another one. See ya.